Hey everyone, I'm super excited to welcome you to day 20 of our Vlogmas Sewing Challenge and welcome back to the channel. Today we're making something super chic, super functional and super easy. This is the Minimalist Zipper Pouch. Yes, it's minimal, but that doesn't mean it's boring. In fact, this little pouch is here to declutter your life while looking fabulous doing it. It's perfect for storing makeup, your cables, maybe some snacks, all the random stuff that somehow ends up at the bottom of your bag. You know what I'm talking about. So grab your supplies, grab some coffee, and let's get started. To make our pouch, we need the following. You need the main body exterior. You're cutting one piece, measuring 9 inches wide by 10 inches high. Next, you need your main body lining. And you're cutting two pieces of this, measuring 9 inches wide by 5 inches high. Then we need our zipper tabs. You're cutting two little rectangles, 1 inch wide by 1.5 inches high. Don't lose this, please, because they are small but mighty. Next, we need our zipper. This is a 1 inch zipper with a matching zipper pull. And bonus points if it matches your fabric. Next, we need our webbing handle. This is meant to be 1 inch wide, then 18 inches long, but I don't have that at hand, so I use the 1.5 inch wide one. Then you need your fabric marker, you need your ruler, you need your double-sided tape. This is optional actually. You need some clips. If you've got all your supplies, now let's get ready. All right, it's time to tackle the zipper. Don't let this scare you. It's not as intimidating as it looks. So you're going to be grabbing your zipper tabs. You're going to take one of these tiny rectangles, and on the wrong side of the fabric, you're going to be drawing a line down the middle. Precision is key here, so channel your inner perfectionist. Now you're going to be grabbing your double-sided tape. Stick a little on each side of the line. We're doing this so that we can fold the raw edges of the zipper tab over the tape to enclose the raw edges of our zipper. Now you're going to enclose the raw edges of your zipper, clip in place if you want, but my double-sided tape does the job already, so I don't need to use that. And then you're going to be top stitching at about 1/8 of an inch from the raw edge. Now we're going to trim excess fabric from the zipper tab area. Next, we're going to be attaching the zipper to the main body pieces. So before we attach the zipper, we're going to get the center of our zipper by folding in two, and then you will be notching the centers. So wherever you get your fold, that will be the center. You notch on both sides of the zipper. Make sure you use a very sharp pair of scissors. Then you repeat with the other side and notch. So it's just a tiny snip from your zipper. Don't cut into the zipper too much. So now we have two notches in the center. The next thing we're going to be doing is to take our lining pieces, and we would also notch the center of these lining pieces. We'll repeat with the exterior main body as well. For the exterior main body, we're actually doing it on both edges, both shorter edges, which is the 9-inch edge. Next, we're going to be laying our lining piece right side up, and then we're going to place our zipper on top of this lining, right side facing us as well. Then you're going to clip in place or pin, depending on what fabric you're using. When you're done clipping in place, you're going to head to your sewing machine and paste this at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Once basted, we're going to set this aside. We're going to be taking our exterior main body to notch along the heights. So the other time we only notched along the or across the width. Now we're going to notch along the length, so the height. So what we're doing is that we're matching the former notches, the ones that are across the width, and wherever our fold is, that's the center of the height, and then we notch. So now we have 4 notches, 2 along the height and 2 across the width. Now you're going to take the same main body piece, and you're going to right side facing you, actually you're going to measure 1 inch from the top, and then from that, the notch along the height, you're going to measure 1.5 inches upwards. So you're going to do this on both sides. I mean, for the 1 inch that you're measuring from the top, you're doing this on both sides. But for the 1.5 inches from the notch at the along the height, you're going to measure 1 inch up, but you're not doing it on the right side, only on the left side. Now we're now going to place this our webbing handle on the at 1 inch from the top. So this is why we actually measured 1 inch from the top. When you're done, you're going to hold this like in form of a cup handle. When it's done, you're now going to flip it to the wrong side. Make sure when you're doing this, you don't it doesn't get twisted when you're going to clip in place. Now you're going to measure from the left of your exterior piece. You're going to be measuring 1.5 inches in. You're going to be measuring it on your webbing handle. This is where your stitching is going to stop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to stitch all the way from the bottom towards that part that you just measured in, to the right, to the top, and then to the right, and then you're just going to baste the other end of the handle. As soon as it is done, you take your lining piece with the zipper back, and you're now going to layer the exterior main body on top of it. You're layering the part that does not have the webbing handle on top of your zipper, right side down, so the right sides of lining and exterior are facing each other with the zipper sandwiched in between. Make sure you align notches as well. Then you clip in place. Once done, you're going to take this to your sewing machine and stitch at about 3/8 of an inch from the edge. Then you're going to flip the pieces away from the zipper. Press them gently with your fingers if you're using leather, vinyl, or cork, or with a hot iron if you're using fabric. And you're going to be top stitching at 1/8 of an inch from the seam. This top stitching not only looks professional but also keeps your zipper from flapping around like a rebel. Now, when you do this top stitch, make sure it's just in between where your zipper starts and ends. So that's where your zipper tabs are. Now you're going to repeat this entire process for the other side of the zipper with the other exterior and lining pieces. So you're going to place your lining right side facing you. You're going to place the other side of the zipper that has not been sewn yet. Place on it, match notches, and then clip in place. So when you're done, you take it to the sewing machine, just like we did earlier, baste in place at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. You bring it back to your work table, and before you layer the other part of the exterior, make sure you open your zipper so that you don't stitch yourself out of your pouch. Clip in place, and like we did earlier, take your sewing machine and stitch at about 3/8 of an inch from the edge. Now that you're done with this, you would realize that you cannot top stitch this other edge. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn it to the right side first. Remember our notches along the height that we made the other time, so this is why we made those notches. You're now going to cut the exterior along the notches. So this way you have cut your exterior, remember the exterior, in half, and now you can do that top stitch that you were meant to do. Make sure the top stitch is just in between where your zipper starts and where it ends. Once everything has been stitched together, your pouch is starting to look like, well, a pouch actually. So you're now going to bring it all together. Make sure your zipper is unzipped already and arrange the pieces so that the exteriors are right sides together and the linings are also right sides together. Clip popping around the edges will leave a gap in the lining. Actually, for the lining, you're going to be leaving a gap of about, I think, 4 inches. Make sure you go slow around the corners and stitch. Once stitched, you're going to be trimming the seam allowance to reduce bulk to about 1/4 inch. Please make sure you do not cut into your stitches. Then you're going to be holding the seam allowance in and press with the hot iron, depending on the kind of fabric you're using. Then you're going to turn the pouch right side out through the gap that you left earlier in the lining. This part always feels like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Messy but so satisfying. Almost there, make sure you grab something blunt like the back of a pen or a chopstick, or just like I'm using right now, the blunt part of my scissors, and push out those corners. No sharp tools, please. Now you're going to press the seam allowance in the lining gap, then hand stitch it closed or run a quick top stitch like I did. Then you're going to be pushing the lining back into the pouch, slip it shut, and voila, your minimalist zipper pouch is complete. And there you have it, folks, the Minimalist Zipper Pouch, ready to take on the world. If you've made it this far, you deserve a standing ovation. Let me know in the comments what you plan to use your pouch for. Makeup, is it snacks, or maybe random Lego pieces? I want to hear it all. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more sewing shenanigans. Until next time, happy sewing and may your zippers never jam. Bye for now.